I think one of the major things that drove me from my 9-to-5 job to doing real estate full-time was that I could see that if I could put the same amount of effort or more that I was putting into my 9-to-5 job, how much more successful I could be as a realtor.
Hi, welcome to the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast. I'm here today with Sheldon Khan from Remax Enterprise.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. So you are on the Jake Pedler team.
Yep.
And then tell us about your background.
So I got into real estate about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I've worked in technology in the audiovisual industry for 20-something years. And about 5 years ago, Jake actually sold my townhouse that I was living in at the time.
Okay.
And he always said to me, he's like, you ever thought about being a realtor? I'm like, actually, I'm already studying. I got the first course done, that sort of stuff. He's like, you should come join my team.
Okay.
And so here we are 5 years later,
No way.
doing that. But I had a great job. My last job, actually, my last 9-to-5 cubicle job was with the Government of Ontario in the Justice Department as a project manager, managing all of their audiovisual installations and stuff like that. And decided to make that jump very recently from my government job, project management, into real estate full-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how was it being part-time and still keeping your job? How were you managing both?
And I'll say this for, I'm sure you have many other realtors out there that are either part-time or thinking of making the jump and that sort of thing. It was stressful.
Okay.
I'd basically get up in the morning, trek downtown on the GO train from Port Credit to my office at College and Young, and then do my 9-to-5, and then basically run out of there at 5 o'clock or 4:30 or whatnot to go meet with clients after work to show them houses or condos or go write an offer or go be part of a multiple offer situation. And so it was, my day would basically start at 7 and finish at 9 p.m. at night.
Wow.
And then, as you can imagine, after 4 years of that, I kind of said to myself one day, I said, I have to make that decision. Am I going to do this full time or am I going to do real estate full time? What makes me happier in life? Because
very good.
At the end of the day, you have to be happy with what you do in life.
Yes.
All right.
What's in real estate that made you so happy?
I think a couple of things. I love people. I've always liked people. I'm a people person. People are naturally drawn to me. So I think the people is the one aspect. I like helping people. If you ask anybody I know, you can ask Jake or other members on the team. Everybody loves me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm just saying it. It's not something that's been said to me. But I think that's the main thing. I love people, and I love being my own boss.
Yes,
having my own time. I think I probably work longer hours now that I'm a full-time realtor than I did when I was a 9-to-5.
That was my next question.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's my business, it's my time, and I'm doing something that I love to do. So I don't mind putting in those longer hours because at the end of the day, I think one of the major things that drove me from my 9-to-5 job to doing real estate full time was that I could see that if I could put the same amount of effort or more that I was putting into my 9-to-5 job, how much more successful I could be as a realtor, for commissions, doing deals, all that sort of stuff. I could see it. And doing my 9-to-5 job and then doing real estate in the afternoon was just coming to a point where I was getting frustrated because I wasn't doing what I felt I was meant to do anymore.
Every hour you're spending, you're not making.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very cool. How do you manage your schedule now that you're full time?
Now that I'm full time, I've taken a lot of cues from a lot of other successful realtors in my office, and there's other successful podcasts and mentors and stuff out there. And I think it comes down to your morning routine.
Yeah.
I get up about an hour later than I used to.
That's okay.
I try to be up by 8 a.m., go to the gym, come home, have something to eat, shower, change, get to the office by 10 o'clock at the latest.
Okay.
Preferably earlier than that.
Yeah.
But at the latest 10 o'clock. And
so your morning routine sets you up for the day.
Sets me up for the day. do any prospecting or cold calling right away because we got to do the hard things first.
Yes.
And then sort of get on with my day. Have meetings with the team or go out and do client meetings, client lunches.
Yeah.
But basically getting out there and
getting out there.
Getting
and you
things
do
done.
the door knocking.
We do door knocking for every listing, and sometimes even if we just in our farm that we have, we'll door knock as well.
Okay.
We do. I know you interviewed Jake, but we do cold calls as well.
Yeah.
And then something that Jake and I are working on is more of a social media reach.
Okay. Very good.
For our farm specifically.
Very cool.
Not like some people do like in general.
Yes.
Social media campaign, but we specifically want to target a certain area.
Yeah.
And be everywhere. If you search anything to do with Lakeview or Port Credit,
so that would be your
way.
farm, but it's the team farm as
It's
well?
the team
you guys
farm.
are focusing on
it's
the
team farm. Jake and I are partners, and
Smart.
we do all this together. So
You mentioned podcast. What's good education books podcast that you follow? That
there's two that I listen to on the regular. The Brian Buffini podcast.
Yes.
And I also listen to the Tom Ferry show, and yours, of course.
Oh, nice.
I've listened to quite a few episodes.
Okay,
quite a few.
Good.
They're all filled with great information. If you're talking about Brian Buffini and Tom Ferry, they come at things from a different angle.
Yes.
So it's good to get both perspectives and see what works for you.
Very good. Yeah. What's the one thing that you would say made you successful as a part-time realtor that made you want to continue?
My determination.
Okay.
You're not gonna tell me no.
Nice.
And I'm not gonna give up.
Okay. Very good.
I just go.
Huge, strong quality.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And you have to be. It's hard. It's not easy. I know. For anybody listening out there or watching, it's not easy to do both.
Nope.
But you have to keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on that goal at the end of the day.
Yes.
In order to, and just remind yourself that is the end goal, even though you might be stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Here, you got to keep moving forward and doing what you have to do in order to get things done. Yeah.
Very cool. Did your goal change from being part-time to full-time? I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
But do you keep track or?
Like I said before, I just saw how much more successful I could be if I was doing it full time.
So you're going,
and that really motivated me to make the leap and make the jump.
Yeah.
Because I saw how much more money I could make if I did it full time, as opposed to working my 9-to-5 job where I was basically at the limit for that
project
position.
Management, higher up.
And so I think that's what
that motivates
me.
you.
Yeah,
very
totally,
cool.
Yeah.
What would you give advice to a new realtor? What would you say?
I would say don't be afraid to network. You got to get out there. And you don't be afraid to remind people that you are a realtor.
Yes.
I think after now being in the business for 5 years. It probably took about 3 years or so for people to stop thinking of me as a project manager, or I don't know if you know, but I also DJ in a nightclub bar in Port Credit. And so to stop thinking of me in that light and to start thinking of me as a realtor. But you have to keep reminding people and letting your network know, hey, I'm a realtor. Do those social media posts where you're doing an open house, or you're have a new listing coming up, or just walking through your neighborhood and going into a restaurant or something like that.
Did it happen to you that someone would say, "Oh, I wish I knew you were a realtor"?
It has happened. It happens all the time. And sometimes it's some of your closest friends and family that will happen from. And like Jake and I say all the time, when that happens, it's not the first time, and it certainly won't be the last.
No, I forgot you're a realtor.
It's just the nature. You have to try to stay top of mind with people at all times. And let them know that you're a realtor.
Yeah. And what do you do for fun? We talk about DJing.
Well, I do. I love music. It's been a part of my life forever. I collect it. Like I said, I DJ in a nightclub. I've been a DJ for a long time, about 20-something years, and I love it. I mean, if I didn't go work on a Saturday night and play the music I love, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I don't know if I would go out. I don't know if I would stay home. But it's a part of who I am.
Yeah, and you're in control of the night. If you want good
I am.
music, if you want to have a good
I am
time,
in
might as
control of the
well.
night. And then, you know, it's true what they say. It's like a drug. Having that control over that many people. You know, it's about 300 people that come to the place I work at, the Port House. And when you have that kind of control, it gets addicting after a while, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
What's exciting for you in the future? Like now that you're full time, what's your
Now that I'm full time, I just you know, getting out there, meeting more realtors, doing more deals.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, some of my goals are like I want to own at least three income properties.
Very good.
In real estate.
Cool.
So I think that's my next goal.
Nice.
Now that I'm full time. And then we'll see from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Where do we find you? Contact info?
You can find me at teampeddler.com or on social media, Real Estate by Sheldon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, at
Awesome.
Real Estate by Sheldon. And yeah, just feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or want to find out how to make that jump.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.